Now, television itself has become the new religion.
You're the one that can't tell fantasy from reality.
Hey, welcome to GTV. We're here with Rocking Chair Reality Room. This is Kieran, lead singer.
Hello, my name is Kieran. I'm the front man of Rocking Chair Reality Room.
And we got on the bass.
I'm Trey. I create Rumble.
On the drums.
My name is Nick.
on the other guitar.
My name is Vince.
How did you come up with that name? What does that name mean to you?
All right, so Nick and I have been friends for a long time. We went to the same high school. Yeah, Vince was in jazz band, and we used to smoke weed in my backyard. And one day we had a gravity bong, but not a normal gravity bong. We had like a giant 2-liter, and we cut a hole in the bottom and like put a bowl in like weed top. And we got so high that we would just invent names of bands like for days. So we were thinking about calling ourselves Live Tropical Fish or like Garage Mahal or something like that. But we decided on Rocking Chair Reality Room.
Now, Kieran, what inspired the sort of outfit you got here? It's almost like a monk, like a monastery. I mean, what inspired that aesthetic?
Believe it or not, it was actually out of necessity because I went through a period of having severe arthritis where I couldn't really put my socks on or like pants on and stuff or a shirt. So the monk robe was just a necessary action I had to take to like have more comfortable clothes to wear that worked well for me. I didn't have to put on a bunch of clothes. I could just kind of slide it on. But yeah, it works out pretty cool. Turns out like people treat you great when you wear a monk robe all the time.
Kieran, I have a gift for you specifically.
Shit, some
Now,
shit.
this is Yes. I think you're a fan of Yes.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. Nick loves Yes as well. We actually, the band is basically based upon the idea of Yes.
Well, do you guys know anything about this record by Yes?
Which one is this?
Yes Shows?
I do not have this one. I don't think
This
I've
is a little bit
listened to this
later
one.
in their discography.
It's a fantastic album.
I don't think I've listened to this one.
What do you like about that album?
It is really just the construction of the songs, and a lot of the melodies I feel like are kind of unconventional comparative to other prog of the same era like Camel.
What is the glue that keeps you guys together, keeps you guys in sync?
I honestly have no fucking clue whatsoever. Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of just like a wheel that just fell off of a cart and it just keeps rolling down a hill.
It doesn't have any choice.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a choice. It just like keeps going. It's just physics.
We have this Willie Nelson record. Now, Willie Nelson is a classic in Austin, the Austin scene. You know, this is an old one, actually. This is like before he was even really fully established. That's whoever's the biggest Willie Nelson fan can keep that one.
I used to work for Willie Nelson. I transported his dialysis machine between venues for him when he was touring in 2019 because he was unable to breathe effectively pretty much the entire time except for when he was performing.
What was that like, transporting his dialysis machine?
I mean, it's a wild thing because, you know, it is honestly very sad for me. I grew up, you know, with Willie Nelson and my mom singing Willie Nelson songs to me all the time. And so to see him at that stage of life is honestly very sad to me, but I feel very fortunate that I was able to be a part of his career in some way, shape, or form.
Well, then I think that CD is for Trey.
That's it. Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? No smoking inside. Take it outside. If you smoke inside, I'm gonna fucking do something, alright? Just think about it, could be anything. I could give you a gift, but I would not do that.
What is the glue that keeps you guys together, keeps you guys in sync?
I honestly have no fucking clue whatsoever.
There's something very special going on here, and I want to know how you guys feel about it. Do you think you could take it to the next level, to the point where internationally it'll be known, bands like you guys can have even a larger audience? I mean, what are your aspirations, what are your hopes and dreams for the Austin music scene and what you're doing in it?
I mean, I don't think it's our job. It is a group effort. Like, everyone has their own responsibility to just spread support and kindness to all bands. Like, anyone who's making music deserves a space to let their emotions out. And they want to perform in front of people, then they want to get those people on the same page as them and share those emotions. And maybe they're feeling the same thing.
You definitely worked the crowd tonight. Yes,
Kieran's
you
good
did.
at that.
What would y'all say?
He dove right in.
Yeah, do you guys...
Oh shit! It's dark. Oh, okay, we're back.
For a lot of us, we're just starving artists, like trying to make it work, trying to, you know, have enough to be able to go to rehearsal next week and make it to the shows and have a car that works and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I feel like we should, you know, really prop these people up. They deserve the world.
The thing about the Austin music scene is there are so many bands here that, like, we're all kind of struggling because, like, on any given night there are like so many shows that like people have the options of going to.
On one hand, it's the best city to be experimental in, but at the other hand, it's like, you know, there's no direct path, you know, like.
I will say people in Austin are very receptive to a lot of like different weird things, so that's awesome.
Yeah, so it has its own unique challenges, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
You know, these guys have created something where all of us who are very different people can come together under one thing and, you know, be able to express ourselves freely within that. And I feel like that extends to daily life, and why I feel like Austin is a beautiful city is because there's so many individuals here who go beyond the confines of, you know, especially like what I grew up in. I grew up in a small town. I couldn't wear cool clothes to school ever until I graduated at 18. I moved down here and I was like, oh, there's this whole other world.
The weirder that I get on stage, the more comfortable people are gonna be. Because if I am awkward, you know, and like I'm not like this cool like persona, like, yeah, I'm like the monk guy that plays with rocking chair. Like, dude, I'm just a dude like everyone else, you know. Like, I picked up a guitar. Like, it's nothing special, but it's very important. And I want people to feel like they're involved and genuinely just can be free in the crowd. So.
Some very special individuals on this record right here. I didn't even know this existed, but this is called State of Shock. State of Shock, and it has
Produced by Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, Mick Jagger, and produced by Michael Jackson. Where do you guys feel like music is going as a culture, and where would you like to see it go? And do you think that live music, live instrumentation can make a comeback in the mainstream?
Vince wants to answer this one.
Well, like culture and music and just everything in general kind of comes in ebb and flows. So, you know, like super tight, very monochromatic performances that are just very, you know, generalized for the public, they'll blow up and they'll be super popular for a while, and then in the more underground scenes there'll be something else that is just very not that.
I feel like music, just like any other form of art, is being affected by like late stage capitalism, where like everything is just like super mass produced and like everything sounds the same. It sounds like soulless. So a lot of people are turning to more alternative forms of like their favorite art mediums, where like with music, a lot of like younger people our age are turning to like the underground scenes, where they want to hear songs that are written by people who really like give a shit about what they're putting out and what they're writing.
To the kids stuck at home that are, you know, maybe they don't go out to live shows and they don't see the value of it. You know, they can just listen to Smooth Criminal on 0.75% speed. Why should they come out to live shows? And should they? And why should they?
If you talk to another person that isn't you, like, you know, I know some people talk to themselves, but if you talk to another person, you get a different perspective. So the more people you meet and the more like different perspectives you're willing to see, the more you're able to understand how the world is perceived by people. And then you can also understand how you're perceived by the world in an honest way and not in a way that's hypercritical of how you're acting.
Even if you don't like music, leave your house. For the same reasons that Kieran mentioned, it is important for yourself to know who you are. And you don't know who you are living in a delusion when you're in your house.
Be a little bit more experimental and broaden your horizons, and if you're going to be like a more fulfilled person, that is a very important aspect of your life.
Yeah, and I want you to keep in mind that these guys are major introverts. Like, they're not like jumping around saying hi to everyone. Like, they're people who like are the people that were inside and then saw what it meant to, and even myself too. Like, we're all gamers, so like, yeah, we spend a lot of time inside, but we also see the importance of going out and talking to people face to face. And here's my message to the people right here. Michael Jackson, go, after you finish this interview video, go to YouTube and look up Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal and go to the playback speed, and I want you to just mess around with the playback speed and you let me know. It's the funnest thing ever. It's like, we're not coming through the window, what's the sound of a crescendo? Oh. You know, so like, I'm not gonna expose any more of it. You gotta go check it out yourself. And also like fast speed. You know, it's like, it's pretty great. So yeah.